Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this extremely highly anticipated requested review. I cannot believe how many of you left me comments or tweets or DMs. Please can you review the brand new Morphe Jaclyn Hill Vault collection? You guys, of course we're going to be reviewing it. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a full review on this brand new collection. This is the Vault. It is a 4-palette collection. Each of these palettes contain 10 eyeshadows, and essentially it's like all of the shades that she created for her original palette, but didn't quite make it into the final 35-piece cut, and these are like the leftovers, and she still wanted to release them, so here they are. So we're going to be doing live on-camera swatches of each of the shades so you can see the color and the formula and the texture and all of that. Then we're going to be doing a full eye tutorial. We're going to go through and use as many of these shadows as possible so that you can see how they perform and see whether or not they are actually worth your time and your money. So yes, if you want to know the real tea on the brand new Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration, then please keep on watching. So like I said, it's a 4-palette collection. Now these are actually available to be purchased individually if you want to, or you can purchase them as the set. Now they're $15 each, or if you get the entire set, it's a $45 for the whole set, so that's a $15 saving. Plus then you can use like coupon codes of whoever you want, which will save you like 10%. So yeah, the packaging, firstly I want to talk about the packaging. My palettes did come in this adorable vault situation, which is really cute. It's like all glittery. I feel like I heard someone mention that you can actually purchase them in that vault, like the PR gift as is if you want. But otherwise, if you purchase all 4 palettes together, they come in like a little, it's like a little book set with like a cardboard wraparound kind of thing. Packaging is beautiful. It's this beautiful white shiny packaging. It's got like this glitter explosion in the center. It says Morphe x Jaclyn Hill. The top of the palette, you'll see the eyeshadow palette name. Each of these do have a different name and a different color story, which I think is really awesome. But it's like white shiny packaging. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then the inside of the palettes is like a silver, and you've got all of the shade names printed underneath each of these shadows, and then also a mirror in each palette as well. Like it's a really beautiful packaging. In my opinion, it's much nicer packaging than her original palette, but I do believe that they did update her original palette to be like this shiny packaging as well. Much easier to keep clean and much nicer. But yes, for now, I think let's jump into the swatches and let's jump into the full demo and tutorial using these so we can figure out whether they're actually worth our money or not. Alright, so starting off with what I would call the yellow themed palette. This one is called Armed and Gorgeous. Really pretty, really different looking palette. First up we have a shimmery white eyeshadow. Then we have like a yellowy matte, then a beautiful yellow gold, then a richer gold, then another matte orange shadow there. Next up on the second row we've got Top Secret, which is like this really like cool army green kind of color, then a warm brown, then a vibrant orange, then a darker chocolatey brown, and then this beautiful shimmery bronze. So those are all the swatches for the first palette. Next up is the bluey greeny themed palette. This one is called Dark Magic. Really nice cool tone eyeshadow palette. So first up we have a matte bone eyeshadow. Really good for setting the lid. Then we have Power Cut, which is a shimmer. A matte taupe medium brown, then we have a really rich shimmery forest green and also another rich darker grey, a matte green, a matte blue, a matte deeper greeny blue, a deep brown, which I had a hard time swatching as you can see here, and then this beautiful black. Hello, look how pigmented that is. Is that not seriously the most pigmented black eyeshadow you've ever seen? Wowza. So that is the dark cool tone palette. Okay, next up we have Ring the Alarm, which is the red orange warm toned palette. Definitely this was my favorite when I first opened them all up. So first up is this shimmery pinky gold, then we have this beautiful orange, then this really rich old gold, then a gorgeous shimmering copper, a medium orange matte shadow, then a shimmery red shadow, then Siren is like a satin, but it's kind of like a pinky brown, then Mugshot's a warm brown, then a deeper purpley brown, and then finally a warm brown. As you can see, I do have a fair bit of trouble swatching the mattes, but that's just how these formulas are. And then finally the pinky purple palette. This one's called Bling Boss. I think this one might be my favorite now. So first up we have a shimmery champagne pink, then a medium matte pink, really good transition color, a vibrant purple, a beautiful vibrant coppery pink, a matte medium cool tone brown, a beautiful mulberry red, a champagne color, a purple that I had hard time swatching, a shimmery purple, and then this beautiful duochrome black with purple pigment shimmers. How pretty! All right, so those were all of the swatches. I will say, as per, in every other video, like eyeshadow palette review that I've done, do not judge a product based purely on finger swatches alone, because, the whole idea of a product is not to be swatched on your arm and then to wander around with it on your arm. The idea is it's to be worn on your eyes. So yeah, with eyeshadow, it's more about how it performs on your eyes than how it performs on your arm. Just putting that out there. I say that in every video, because there's always someone that's like, oh, these swatches are so shit, like you're lying about the palette, rah, rah, rah. Don't judge the palette based on that. Now, moving on to creating an eye look, I actually think it would be a really, really cool idea to do a whole video with 4 different eyeshadow looks, like one for each palette. So please leave me a thumbs up and a comment down below if you are interested in seeing that, and I will definitely do that for you, especially for those of you who are looking for a little bit of inspiration perhaps with these palettes, or if you're only wanting to pick up one particular palette. It'll be a good way to give you like a couple of different ideas. But for today's video, I think what we'll do is we'll actually use some shades from all of the palettes, give them a good workout, show you some different colors, some different formulas, some different textures, and then that will give us a really good idea of whether or not this bad boy is actually worth your time and your money. So I've just primed my eyes using the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre, so we're going to go ahead and set down the lid, and the only color in this collection that's appropriate for doing that is this one here. This is called Poof. 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 It's like a matte bone shadow. Picking that up on a large blending brush. Oh, there's actually a lot more on there than I thought. I'm going to go ahead and set down the lid. Okay, that shadow is actually fairly pigmented for a matte bone. I'm really surprised by that. You know how normally, like, I really was just expecting it to be like a translucent powder, but that legitimately, you can see that. Just working it over the other lid, blending it upwards and outwards and just setting down that primer. Wow, look how light that's made my lids. That's crazy. Okay, next up I'm going to go in with this one. Oh, sorry, that last palette was the Dark Magic one. This one here is Armed and Gorgeous. I'm loving these orange shades. You guys know how much I love orange eyeshadows in a palette. It's just, you can use them with any eyeshadow look and it always comes out looking really, really nice. So yeah, I'm going to try some of these. Might try this bottom one here, Secure. I will say when dipping into this shadow, I am getting a little bit of kickback there, just so that you are aware. Okay, taking that on a blending brush, I'm going to start working that one through the crease. Just softly blending that out. Definitely one of the strengths of the previous palette, like the mattes swatched with the finger, very patchy. They kind of looked quite chalky and everyone was like, oh no, what's going to happen here? But it was actually a strength of a lot of those mattes because when, they were applied on the eye, they just blended so easily. And it's because of the formula that they blended so easily. I accidentally went into Access, the yellow shadow just now. Oops, so I'm just going over it with the orange, sorry. But can I just say, Access was really pigmented. Yeah, I remember that was sort of the deal with the last palette, the last collection. And I mean, Jaclyn has said that the formulas are all the same in this, so you are really going to expect the same. Okay, that orange is beautiful. How nice is that? Okay, I'm going to go into Ring the Alarm, which is a beautiful warm toned palette, and I'm going to pick up this one here, Mugshot. It's like a medium brown. I'm going to blend that one through the crease, and then I might even go into Framed as well and blend that through the crease also. Okay, so picking up Mugshot. I'm going to softly start blending that. They just blend out really easily, you guys. Like, look how easy that was. Like, it was 2 seconds. I'm blending it through on the other eye as well. I think with these palettes, like I personally think I prefer these to the, the big large palette. I feel like I just don't find myself reaching for the original one, and I think it's because it's so big. Like I typically, like especially for traveling or for grabbing palettes quickly, I typically will grab smaller palettes with less of a selection. Because you know when you look at a palette that's got like a million shades in it, you're like, okay, there's so much in here that I just feel overwhelmed. Now I can't even make a decision about what to do. I really like these, you know, with a particular color story. Like you can look at one of these palettes and you can be like, right, I know exactly what I'm going to create with that. Like, and I just think that's really cool. Also means like if you hate warm tones, you don't have to get the warm tone eyeshadow palette if you don't want it. Like you can just bypass that entirely. Okay, I'm going into Framed now, which is that deeper purple over top of that medium brown. And I'm just using it to kind of deepen up that crease as well. I'm going to be adding some purple to this look, which I'm excited about. And I really want to play with some of those vibrant cool tone shimmers as well. They look so pretty when swatched. So pretty. I do have a pimple right here, just so you guys know. It is catching a slight amount on that little pimple, but overall they're blending out really well. Now as far as fallout goes, with the mattes that I have used so far, I don't have any fallout yet, and we have used a couple of quite deep shades as well. I do always dip my brush in and then tap off any excess, but I'll usually get fallout anyway, and so far I don't actually have any fallout under my eyes, not yet. Not to say it won't happen. Okay, I'm gonna go into this beautiful purple palette now. This is Bling Boss. I absolutely love this one. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna pick up this shade here, Rockstar, which is kind of like a beautiful, it's like a plum. It's so pretty. This is a matte formula. And I'm gonna work that one through the crease. Like I said, I want to add some purple to this look, and purple always looks so amazing when it's next to orange. Like it's literally the best thing in the world. That one's blending okay. It might be a little choppier than the other shadows though. It's not too bad, but it didn't blend as well as the other ones, that's for sure. Okay, blending it through the crease on the other side as well. I feel like that purple's not as smooth as the other shadows. I think I might try this other purple. This one here, Gem, it's like a really rich, it's like a shimmery purple. I'm going to try a bit of that. Okay, I picked that up on a blending brush. Let's get rid of anything else. I'll work that one through the crease. Just over top. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh my God, I love. Okay, adding that purple has really helped blend that out now. It's looking better. It's looking better. All right, so going back into Dark Magic, I am really intrigued by these beautiful shimmer shades here. So I think I'm gonna use a mixture of them on my lids. Now, we all know that Jaclyn is very much a wet eyeshadow brush girl when it comes to shimmers, but I'm going to try them with a dry brush first to see how they perform. Definitely picked up a fair bit of product. So first I'm using Diversion, which is this one here. I'll pack that one on my outer corner. Okay, the colour's definitely showing up on my lid, but I am getting a fair bit of fallout under here, so yep. Amazing colour though, really, really pretty. So to keep both eyes looking the same, I'll quickly use it on a dry brush on this side as well. And then we will try our fingers, and we'll also try wetting the brush. I'm going to take a little bit of Fix Plus, and I'm going to spritz my brush with that. Oh, yep, that just went all over my laptop. Cute. Go back into Diversion with a wet brush. Yeah, it's definitely more intense with a wet brush, but I like that you can use it both ways. So if you don't want to use a wet brush, you don't necessarily have to, which is really good. I'll apply that on the inner corner as well. Oh my God, I love this eyeshadow. It's so pretty. Look at that. Oh! I've got a lot of fallout going on though. See all this under here? See all this under here? Yeah, we got a cute little situation happening. On the center of my lid, I'm going to take Power Cut, which is this one here. It's kind of like a dirty silver kind of color. Oh, that's not really coming off of my brush. Whoa, it comes off on my finger, but it doesn't. Oh, maybe it is. That one's not as pigmented as the other one, unfortunately. I'm going to wet my brush again. Like when you swatch that with your finger, it's insane. Oh, by the way, swatching all of those colors has stained my fingers like pinky red. I've washed my hands like 4 times since doing it. It's not coming out. Okay, so I got a wet brush now. I'm gonna go into Power Cut again. Yeah, the color payout of that is much better, but I kind of wanted it to be a little bit brighter than that though. Like, it's definitely super pigmented with a wet brush, but it's just not as vibrantly silver like as it is on my finger, do you think? Yeah, I'm definitely a little underwhelmed with that silver. It's a pretty color. It's definitely not like a shadow issue. It's just not what I thought, not what I personally wanted. All right, I'm going back into Gem, that pretty purple. I'm just gonna work that through the crease again to make it a little bit more vibrantly purple in there. Oh my God, love, love. Look at all this fallout though. Like, it is everywhere. It's all right, we'll fix that soon. Oh, this purple. I love this. Seriously, love that. Honestly, love. Okay, going back into this one here, Armed and Gorgeous. I'm going to highlight my brow bone. I mean, I'm a bit scared. Oh, yeah, I cannot put that on my brow bone. Look at that. That is so pigmented that there literally are no words. That is crazy. You know what? Let's try it on our eyes. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Look at that. That's what I wanted to get out of the purple in the first place. Oh my God, I'm in love with this shadow. Okay, VIP, which is this white shimmery out of the yellow green palette. Gorgeous. You could layer this over literally any shadow as well to create like a really bright metallic effect. Alright, let's get rid of some of this fallout, because that's looking a little scary. Okay, so moving on to the lower lash line, I'm going to take the orange that we used earlier and I'm just going to run that underneath here to sort of smoke it out. Kind of adds like a transition shade for underneath the eye sort of a thing. I feel like my eyes are looking a little bloodshot. Sorry about that. Look at this. I am impressed so far. I'm impressed. Then I'm going to take Rockstar, which is that deep maroon shade that we used earlier. And I'm going to run that through the lower lash line as well. Keeping that one like a little bit closer to the eye though, so it doesn't completely overpower that transition color that we put down first. Oh my God. I am low-key living for this eyeshadow look. It's a little bit different. It's like partly cool toned, partly warm toned. You've got a pop of color in there. So far, I'm impressed. Eyeshadow always looks so crazy before you put lashes and concealer on. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup off camera, and then I'm going to come back and we are going to talk about these palettes and whether or not I think you should actually bother investing in them. All right, so I've got the rest of my makeup on. Here is the finished look. I am so happy with how this worked out. You know, you saw from me using the palettes, the mattes blended beautifully. They were very easy to smoke out. They were very easy to, you know, create transition colors, and, you know, using my crease and things like that, like they blended out beautifully. The shimmers as well, very, very pigmented, very creamy, very smooth. They really do pack a punch. I really love the color story in these palettes. I think that they're very well, you know, she selected the colors very, very well, and there's definitely, you know, like this is so different to anything out on the market at the minute. Like, I freaking love this. How cool is this? If I had to choose, because you guys always make me do this, like I personally would buy the box set. I think for 45 bucks, for 40 eyeshadows, I think this is really, really good. And I love that they're all smaller, sort of mini ones, so that you can travel with, you know, whichever one you want. But if you didn't want to get the box set, if you only wanted to purchase like 1 or 2 palettes, if I had to choose only one, I would say grab this one. So this is Bling Boss. This is like the purpley, maroony, pinky kind of palette. I just am in love with this. And you saw the swatches. They're so freaking gorgeous. Like, look at it. Look at it. So yeah, if I could only choose one, I would choose this one. It is beautiful. So pigmented. Beautiful formula. I think it's worth the money. Like, you saw what happened here on camera. That's basically all I can say. You saw how it performed. I'm happy with how it performed. I mean, it's an affordable brand. These are affordable eyeshadows. You know, this isn't like a high-end brand. And for a lower-end price, is good. is really, really good. So yeah, I definitely think worth the money. I think on the 26th of June, line your titties up, go and get them. I believe, I mean, based on previous situations and experiences, I feel like they're going to sell out pretty fast. So it is what it is. The only thing that I will say is if you already own the original Jaclyn Hill palette and you are not a particular makeup fanatic, you're not particularly like an eyeshadow palette collector, there's probably no reason for you to purchase these if you already have this, because this palette is very well rounded and it's pretty much got every color in it that you could need. All of the colors in the other palettes are like slight variations of what you will find in here. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some additions, and there's definitely some differences between those palettes and these, but if you're not like a makeup hoarder, like me, you might find that you might not necessarily need to get them. So yeah, that's just being 100% straight up, because not everybody feels the need to have 400 eyeshadow palettes like I do. I understand that. So yes, guys, that's it for the video today. I hope that you found it really, really helpful. I hope that it answered any questions that you had about these palettes. If you do have more, as always, please be sure to pop them in the comment section down below. Always more than happy to answer your questions, or even if you just want to come and say hi and hang out with me. I love chatting with you guys down there. Now, obviously, if you're not already subscribed, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to keep up with all of my new uploads. I do upload 3 times a week. And yes, that's about all from me, guys. I love you so, so much. Hope you're having an amazing day, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye!